How did grassroots efforts lead to the Civil Rights Act? Have you ever wondered how everyday people shaped a law that changed the course of American history? The Civil Rights Act of 1960 is a prime example of how grassroots efforts made a significant impact. Let's break it down. In the 1950s and early 1960s, Black American communities and civil rights organizations began to rally for change. They organized protests, voter registration drives, and boycotts to challenge segregation and discrimination. These actions were not just isolated events but part of a larger movement that highlighted the injustices faced daily by Black Americans. One of the most notable grassroots actions was the Montgomery Bus Boycott in 1955. This boycott started when Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat to a white passenger. This act of defiance sparked a year-long boycott of the bus system, showing the power of nonviolent protest. Organizations like the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, led by Martin Luther King Jr., and the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee played crucial roles. They coordinated sit-ins, freedom rides, and voter registration campaigns across the southern United States. These campaigns faced violent resistance, including arrests and beatings, but they drew national attention to the racism entrenched in public facilities and voting rights. A key moment was the Freedom Summer Project in 1964. This initiative brought together Black activists and white college students to register Black voters in Mississippi. Despite facing hostility, they worked tirelessly to expose the failures of local and state governments to protect the rights of Black citizens. Media coverage of events like the Selma to Montgomery marches, particularly the violent response on Bloody Sunday, shocked the nation. This coverage played a vital role in increasing public support for civil rights legislation. The persistence of grassroots activism pressured political leaders to take action. President John F. Kennedy proposed the Civil Rights Act in 1963, but it was after his assassination that President Lyndon B. Johnson pushed the bill through Congress. On July 2, 1964, the Civil Rights Act became law, outlawing racial segregation in public accommodations and employment discrimination. Grassroots efforts did not stop there. The movement continued to push for voting rights, leading to the Voting Rights Act of 1965. The Civil Rights Act of 1960 marked a significant legislative achievement, rooted in the courage and determination of countless individuals who organized at the community level. Grassroots activism was the driving force behind the Civil Rights Act of 1964. It brought the realities of racial injustice to the forefront and created a broad coalition demanding change. The act was not just a law, it was a reflection of the collective struggle for equality and justice.